because it's not like you just need the hotels in Charlotte.
Right.
You'll use, Gastonia, Concord.
Well, this will be a good test. This will be a good test, with the All-Star game, NBA All-Star game coming to Charlotte now.
And
that'll be a good test to see if we can handle a Super Bowl type caliber.
That was
thing.
one of the things that they liked about Charlotte was the fact that, Uptown is a small enough area to where you can walk around, but you're not walking miles and miles.
Yeah.
And it's like, they call it like an Olympic style atmosphere because, everything is close enough to where,
right.
You can walk across the street, and go to the, some all-star event, and your Spectrum Center's wide open. You can go to see the 3-point contest, see the, rookie.
When they originally were talking about building that stadium, I did not like the fact that they were putting it in the city. To me, I was like, why don't you do like what they did with the racetrack? Put it out towards Concord.
Well, it already was like that, though. It was in Fort Mill.
Well, yeah,
far enough away.
Yeah,
and it's not to say anything bad about that because that was a good facility.
Because I was thinking, I was thinking, the Braves did it. They moved out of the heart of Atlanta. They moved it over to Cobb County.
Turner Field really wasn't even in like downtown Atlanta.
No, I loved Turner Field.
I did too.
I thought it wasn't as bad, but for traffic wise, I could understand.
It's Atlanta. Traffic is just going to be bad no matter what.
Well, let's do this while we're still on baseball. This would be a good time to transition to high school sports.
We can do that.
Absolutely. Terry, you want to get us started?
Go ahead. I mean, you got everything in front of you.
We've got it pulled up right here on Kevin's computer. Kevin has been a ghost, it seems, today. He comes in, he disappears, he haunts us really quickly, and then he leaves, and then he comes back.
That's what he does.
So we're right here. He's got the Southwestern 2A baseball standings pulled up. Kevin, I'll let you take over
Terry,
from here.
I got one rule in radio. You can't trust anybody with the letter A on their hat.
Okay.
What?
There you go, Carson.
Wait. I need something. Why?
That's odd. It's just a rule.
So you don't trust anybody on the Appalachian baseball team is what you're telling me?
I said anybody in radio.
Fuck. There's a lot of caveats that you're just throwing in.
You gotta listen to the words that I say.
This is radio. We're supposed to misconstrue words and create stories out of them.
Yeah, come on, man.
What? Y'all are sitting over there in your hats, looking all nice.
Would you go over these
backhanded
before we get screamed? Someone's gonna text you and be like, "You didn't talk about high school sports today." So let's go.
All right, back to T-ball. They got pictures today, and they'll play Monday.
Is that what
Friday.
you've been working on right now, setting up pictures?
No, I got to send JP out to West End Sales Day, see Calvin and the gang.
Oh.
So it was part Carson's fault, part Hunter's fault, part mine, part Calvin's, part everybody's. We might have forgot to put a few pieces back in the Winnebago from the broadcast from Wednesday night. But anyway, JP's driving up the road to go give him a Dairy Queen hot dog. And I know where Terry's going right after the show.
No, I got to go T-ball.
You got to go the other way, don't you?
Yeah.
T-ball ruined your hot dog today.
Darn it.
Get one to go.
Terry was going to get a lawnmower and a hot dog until T-ball happened today.
Yeah.
So told you we was going to talk about T-ball.
Oh, so we're producerless right now?
Well, technically, yeah.
We'll be all right.
Well, all right. The show must go on.
You had to have me come back in here. I was going to sit in there, but no.
Go ahead.
We are our own producers. I can log in from this computer probably. All right, real quick. Let's do our standings before we got to take a big break here. Lincoln Charter. Actually, I ain't going to take a break. Yeah, I'm going to take a break. You want to take a break? Yeah, we need to take a break. We're going to take a break, and we're going to do the high school. Well, this is what we got to do. We have to take a break, and then we'll do high school baseball for a minute, and then we've got to do our draft. Yeah, we got to talk about how bad the Celtics are, right, Terry?
So what we're going to do on this draft is come back and erase everything Carson's put up, because, that's irrelevant. We're just going to put it there.
Anybody with an A is what we said. Ooh, that's right. It could be Hunter's time this time.
Terrible.
Yes. All right, we'll be back in a minute. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Get ready to march into camping season with amazing deals at Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain. They're so excited for spring, they're slashing prices on top brands of motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels, like the Forest River FR3, the Palomino Columbus, and Campers Inn RV exclusives like the Cruiser Embrace and Forest River Acadia. Don't miss out. These campers are moving fast. If you're excited for campfires, s'mores, and the great outdoors, visit Campers Inn RV. the RVer's trusted resource today. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, online at campersinn.com. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings. I want to invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live during the Big Open House celebration this Saturday, April 21st at West End Sales in Vail. We'll be there from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. We'll have free hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks from Dairy Queen. Plus, Santa's Sweet Treats will be there, along with Knob Creek ice cream. Plus, face painting and all kinds of door prizes. West End Sales will have company representatives on site to answer any question you may have. And take 20% off all Echo products and get 10% off any part in stock. So plan now to be there for the fun. The Big Open House event this Saturday, April 21st, 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. at West End Sales, Highway 18 and 27 West intersection in Vail.
Clark inviting you to join me this week for Country Gold, where we play all your favorites from the 80s and 90s.
Country Gold with Terry Clark, Thursday afternoons 1 to 5 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Who do you call for that leaky roof or new roof needed? Creason Roofing and Repair, Cherryville. Their motto, see the reason while we're the best. Creason Roofing and Repair, fully licensed and insured. Creason Roofing and Repair is dedicated to customer service and complete satisfaction. Always free estimates. Phone 704-435-1791. 24/7 commercial and residential roofing. Creason Roofing and Repair, Cherryville.
At Renato Kia in Shelby, servicing your vehicle is never a hassle. Their team of expert technicians ensure that your vehicle is serviced the right way the first time. Plus, Renato Kia offers pickup and delivery from your home or office up to 25 miles. Plus, service loaners and appointments on Saturdays. Enjoy their showroom with Wi-Fi, snacks, and coffee. Also, express service. And you can get in and back to your life. Visit Renato Kia today. Best service, best prices, best selection, one location. Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall. Everyone loves spring, and for many different reasons. And one of those reasons is the Spring Fling promotion through June at Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville. It's the best time to get a loan for that special item you've been looking for. Get rates as low as 1.99% APR on new car loans and rates as low as 2.49% APR for used cars. With financing up to 84 months and guaranteed auto protection is available. Rates and terms are based on evaluation of credit. Don't miss the Spring Fling promotion now through June at Carolina Federal Credit Union, 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. Online at carolinafcu.org.
And good morning and welcome back to Campers Inn, Saturday Sports Talk and Breakfast by Mitchem's Kitchen. I had an egg and cheese biscuit today. Hunter, did you have the same? Oh,
you don't. Yeah, there I am. Yes, I did actually. It was fantastic.
Carson,
liver mush, egg and cheese on a biscuit. Solid, solid. Never go wrong with liver mush.
Terry, what kind of thickness did you eat today?
A liver mush and bologna on the bone.
I don't think I've ever seen every sandwich Terry has is at least 2 kinds of meat.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'd like to see him make a turkey or ham sandwich at home.
Oh God,
It's thick.
To use the whole pack.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. He just opens up the packet and slams it on a piece of bread.
When you go to the store and you buy the little packs of stuff, that's like one meal for me.
Just one. It's actually just one sandwich for Terry.
Yeah.
That's half a sandwich.
Too much bread sometimes. I don't like all the bread.
All right, high school baseball season is winding down, fellas. About one more week of regular season baseball left to go. Lincoln Charter leads the Southern Piedmont 1A, 11-1. Cherryville 10-3. Highland Tech with a win last night, improved to 9-4 over Bedford City. They fall to 6-7. Thomas Jefferson 2-11. Piedmont Charter 0-12. Over in the South Fork 2A, North Lincoln 11-1 overall. Bandy's 10-2. Lincoln at 9-3, having a good season over there for the Wolves, right, Terry?
Yes, they
Lake
are.
Norman Charter 6-6. West 5-7. East 4-8. Maiden 2-10. And Newton Conover 1-11. Overall, North Lincoln and Bandy 17-2 and 18-2 overall. Lincoln Charter 15-3 overall. Over in the Southwest 2A, RS Central 12-1 on the year, 18-2 overall. And before the season, I asked a couple people who the best teams were going to be, and I was told RS Central and North Gaston was who I was told. And RS Central 12-1 right now in the conference, 18-2 overall. South Point 8-4,
over there.
East Rutherford fell last night to Shelby, and they went. They're now 7-6. East Gaston 6-7. Shelby 4-9, and Chase 1-11. Big South 3A. Ashbrook. Nope, that's football. Hey, get off my screen there. I'll have to figure out a different. Get to it in just a second. Let's try that in a different way. Ashbrook, Max Preps, baseball. But anyway, the broadcast this week coming up on KTC Broadcasting. We'll have some more broadcasts. Then the playoffs will start next week.
Playoffs?
On WLON, we will be having a Lincoln County Game of the Week of who all in the playoffs. Looking at the conference, looks like North Lincoln and Lincoln are pretty solid. What's the odds on West right now, Terry? Are they out?
They need to finish fourth. There's a huge game coming up at the very end of the season between Lake Norman Charter and West Lincoln. They keep telling us that if you finish fourth, then you might have a shot at getting in. And West Lincoln's already beat Lake Norman Charter once this year, so they might come down to the one game determine who's in and who's out.
Be exciting.
But I mean, it's funny to go when you look at the prediction wise, and Lincoln, and we look at them, and they are 9-3, 11-5, but they got them seated like a number 22 in the playoffs. So,
you got it's once you're down once you're third and fourth in the conference, you're going to end up playing having to play some really good teams, no matter how good your conference actually is. I think that's what Terry's trying to get at. You might have some pretty good teams with some low rankings there in the baseball. Over in the Big South, I did finally find that, and as the internet pulls up, we'll go over that. Crest 12-0 overall in the conference, 17-1 overall. They've turned out an outstanding season over there in the Big South. North Gaston, they beat North Gaston last night, and North Gaston now 9-3, 17-3 overall. Burns 8-4, having a good season as well, 16-6 overall. They put that one loss on Crest, Terry, and that wasn't a conference game. Actually, it was in the Easter tournament, so it doesn't count in the conference standings. So that's why Crest is 12-0 in the conference. For you Burns fans that know you that you beat Crest, that's the reason there. Stuart Kramer 6-6, Forest View 5-6, Kings Mountain 4-8. Ashbrook 3-9, and Huss 0-11. Terry, you got some news and notes or anything else in softball or any other scores or something else you want to go over before we have to take our next break and get to our NFL mock draft?
Well, the only other thing they go over, a lot of people now that we've come in towards the end of ACC baseball, I've had a few people ask about it. North Carolina State.
State must be doing good. A few people asked. Nobody asked.
North Carolina State leads the way in Atlantic. They defeated Duke last night. The state's ranked number 2 in the country, number 4 in one poll, number 2 in another one. They run a record of 30-7 on the year. Duke is ranked number 9.
Yeah,
Duke is doing well, and but they might have fell into a place and now tied with North Carolina. North Carolina is number 15 in the rankings. Clemson number 17, and Florida State number 18. But when the ACC is doing well. You got a lot of teams and a lot of local teams. What I'm going to say, North Carolina wise.
Well, they've got North Carolina's got the kid from Kings Mountain who's been ACC Player of the Week a couple times now, right?
Yes, he has. And North Carolina State second baseman Wade Wilson from Kings Mountain.
Yeah, that's exactly
is playing. Yep. There's the guy. Yeah,
one of those,
he's playing well.
One of those W names.
You know he went to North Carolina State instead of Carolina. But anyway.
Come on now,
Terry. I want to know all the names of the people. You might as well name them. Who always asked you about the ACC baseball standings? That they want updates on
me, myself, and I.
Okay, I was.
Yeah, that's right. All right. 3 people. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. A lot of people have been asking me about the SEC baseball standings now that NC State's in first place. All right, guys, we'll be back in a minute. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Get ready to march into camping season with amazing deals at Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain. They're so excited for spring, they're slashing prices on top brands of motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels, like the Forest River FR3, the Palomino Columbus, and Campers Inn RV exclusives like the Cruiser Embrace and Forest River Acadia. Don't miss out. These campers are moving fast. If you're excited for campfires, s'mores, and the great outdoors, visit Campers Inn RV, the RVer's trusted resource today. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, online at campersinn.com.
America's baddest monster trucks are coming back to Shelby this Saturday for one giant show. An all-new lineup including Bounty Hunter, Iron Outlaw, and more. Quad Wars, Hot Rod the Clown, Kids Power Races, and buy a ride in a real monster truck. Advanced kids tickets only $12. VIP reserved seats for the best seat at a private pit party. Available at Napa Auto Parts. Online at Cleveland County Monster Truck Show.eventbrite.com. Or get them at the gate. Come early for a pit party and meet the drivers. Rain or shine. This coming Saturday at the Cleveland County Fairgrounds.
Why service your vehicle at Renato Honda in Shelby? Well, the answer is simple. Their Honda Masters certified technicians aim to make your life easier with pickup and delivery up to 25 miles. Service loaners are available, plus Saturday hours to fit your busy schedule. The Renato Honda team provides premium upkeep for both your vehicle and you, with Wi-Fi, snacks and coffee, and a clean showroom to browse around. Enjoy getting your vehicle serviced at Renato Honda. Best service, best prices, best selection, one location. Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall.
Isolated and alone?
That's how millions of Americans feel while experiencing a mental health crisis.
Need to talk? Our providers love to listen.
Call us now at 1-888-235-HOPE.
That's 1-888-235-4673.
Partners, improving lives and strengthening communities in North Carolina. 1-888-235-HOPE. 235-4673.
Tax time means sale time at Chase Auto Sales, located at 4510 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. Rick Shields invites you to come by and check out their selection on great pre-owned vehicles at special tax time prices. Financing is available, so come on out and check out the great buys and drive away in the car of your choice. Tax time is sale time at Chase Auto Sales, 4510 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. Call 704-824-5000 for Chase Auto Sales of Gastonia. It's the Set the Standard sales event at Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Now through June 30th, get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months or up to $1,000 on qualifying American Standard equipment and payments as low as $99 a month. But hurry, offer ends June 30th. Don't miss it, the Set the Standard sales event. 0% APR financing up to 72 months or up to $1,000 cash back and payments as low as $99 a month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, where comfort is their concern.
And welcome back to Campers Inn Saturday Sports Talk in a heated debate in the middle. I forgot JP wasn't here and started playing nice. The commercials. Sorry, JP, I probably should say that out loud. I forgot you were here. But anyway, welcome back to Saturday Campers Inn Saturday Sports Talk. I was shocking Hunter there with my revelation. I guess he didn't know that I'm not a fan of college football, and I equate it with ice dancing. And it's because, Hunter, this is what happens. They all play a game. We all think we witnessed a game. We saw a final score.
Right.
We were told who won.
Yes.
But at then they call the East Russian and the Yugoslavian judges in to vote on who the winners are, and then Alabama wins, and they ain't even in a ball game. So that's why I equate ice dancing. Any sport that has judges in it is not a sport. If you have votes and judges that determine outcomes, you're not a sport. You're just a competition. So that's my take on college football. I hope I made every college football fan mad. I didn't know Hunter didn't know that was my take.
No, I didn't know that you didn't like college football. Because college football is fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It blows the NFL out of the water. It does. College sports, I think, blow professional sports out of the water.
So who you pull for in basketball, Carson? College basketball? Georgia Bulldogs, not Carson Hunter.
Come on,
what in basketball is North Carolina?
They don't need to sit beside each other. That's the problem.
It's North Carolina.
Sides.
Blame Terry.
So who you pull for in basketball?
It's North Carolina.
Well, why don't you pull for Georgia Bulldogs in basketball?
Because they suck at basketball.
Oh, so you're selective as your teams.
You know what?
So you're not he's an NC
Wait a
State
minute
fan,
now.
and he pulls for all the sorry teams that NC State pulls for. Okay?
Now look,
I've never seen Carson walk in here with a Duke football jersey.
But
he might. I don't know if he does.
I do. I like Duke football before cut.
So you're not a Tennessee football fan? There's a lot of Duke fans with like Tennessee football, don't they, Terry, around here? It's kind of.
I wonder why.
But that's my point. A lot of it. There's a lot of.
I know a lot of people
on
like
who you
that.
pull for different teams based
They'll
on.
pull for-
well, my team isn't good at football, so I pull for somebody
well,
else.
look, North
That's
Carolina's
just-
in past years they've actually been pretty good at football. They've had a few down years, but what are you talking about?
I'll tell you when I quit really pulling for them in college football. And you're talking about Carolina had a few good years. They did in 1988 or 99. They went 10-1, and they were ranked 6th in the nation.
Right.
They got beat by Florida State, who lost one game that year. Carolina lost one game that year, and it was to Florida State. Florida State ends up, I think, in the national championship game. Carolina ranks 13th or 15th. To me, how that happens.
Oh no, I think college football flawed how they do the rankings anyway.
These judges,
yeah,
at that point, to me, the judge, I was done with that. And then that was right before I went to college. So then I went to Appalachian State, and we ride off 3 championships, and it's been a smooth ride ever since for them until the Dodos decided to move up into Division III. Now we get to celebrate the what is it? The Poinsettia Tulip Bowl Cleaner Bowl. Yeah, congratulations! We've won a couple of participation trophies.
You're undefeated,
right?
Terry, bowls and a Dollar General.
Terry, when I was there, they gave away these plaques that say national champions on them. Now they win plaques that say we beat Troy.
Well, I think
Troy.
as you have come into
Maybe
the
Joe
division,
Flacco in one of the national championship games, by the way.
I think your
Colorado.
credibility as a team keeps getting better. Eventually, you're not going to play a Troy. They're going to stick you up against one of the SEC teams or ACC teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's getting better.
But UCF, what happened to them last year?
No, they got screwed.
That's the best that could ever happen. The best that could ever happen is to people say, hey, you guys, you had a good season. The best that could ever happen for Appalachian State is pats on the back. NC State. Pretend you're a Carolina football fan for a minute.
Right.
NC State, Duke, and North Carolina have no chance to win the national championship unless they go undefeated and 2 other teams do not go undefeated. Because if 2 other teams go undefeated and Duke was undefeated, no way Duke's in the national championship, or North Carolina or NC State. It's going to be Alabama and Ohio State. And that's what the travesty of the whole thing has always been. And I'm glad they went to 4, and then but they didn't guarantee spots. And you don't guarantee spots, guess what? You still got the East Russian judges and the Yugoslavian guy over here voting on Alabama, so who came in 3rd in their division. So if that's the case, put all 3 SEC teams in there, and then whoever's number 1. Let's do UCF since they don't believe it anyway. Why is the ACC playing? At some point, I think they'll go into the super conferences because they're going to have to pay the kids at some. It's going to come out, and I think when they do, you're going to see 40 to 50 schools or all say, we're going to one big league, kind of like the NFL or whatever, and pay everybody a base $50,000, whatever that is. All right, let's get out of there for a minute. I got Hunter into that for a second. All right, let's mock draft for the next little bit.
You need to do your question.
Oh yeah, we do got a question. Here is the question. For tickets to Saturday monster trucks at the Cleveland County Fair.
Did you record that commercial?
No, that was not me. That was not me.
Ghost, hit the promo.
The question of the day. Hunter, run in there and stand, or Carson, run in there and stand next to the phone for a second.
Oh God.
Actually, I'm gonna go in there and do it.
Carson.
Okay,
wait,
cool.
never mind. Bye,
I'll go do it because I know what buttons to hit. I'll let Hunter ask the question in whatever way he wants.
Okay.
Oh God.
I know I'm going on the edge here because he gets a little creative with some of this stuff.
Let's read it verbatim, Hunter. let's do that. Let's be sure.
Well, okay.
Without giving it away.
Yeah.
Without, all right, we're gonna.
Okay. I know how to phrase it.
All right. Carson, phrase it.
Okay. Where has the Rose Bowl been played other than Pasadena, California?
There it is. That's all you gotta ask.
So the question is only once, right?
It's only been played outside of Pasadena once.
Rose Bowl has been played only once outside of Pasadena.
Where was it?
Where was it?
All right, folks, you can call 704-435-2844, 435-2846. Where did they play the only Rose Bowl not to be played in the Rose Bowl?
That's where you wish it was, Terry.
Did I miss something in there?
No.
No.
It was not at it was not
It was nothing, that took IQ, I mean, it's just it was kind of dumb. It was kind of dumb.
It was Terry just basically listing where he wanted to go.
It was Terry being Terry, It was Terry being Terry.
We got a call or something, man?
Yeah, we got a caller on.
Already.
So, here's another one.
Man, he's in there.
Imagine, oh my goodness.
Hey, we got him doing a little bit.
But do you want to know where I found out that answer, though? I was watching the Rose Bowl when they just talked about it. Like, I think wasn't the most recent Rose Bowl or the one before it like a anniversary? It was like 100 years. Yeah, and then they talked about it.
Yeah.
So that was the only way I knew about it. And then we told Kevin it, and Kevin was dumbfounded. He was like, "There's no way. I had no idea."
I'm not dumbfounded by it. I don't care that much to be dumbfounded by it. That's an interesting tidbit. How about that, Hunter?
Interesting tidbit. Okay, I'll give you that. It's just a tidbit.
That's all it is.
It's just a tidbit. It's not history,
So if we want to give a hint, I've been on this campus as hint 1 before, and hint 2, I thought my shoes were going to melt off. There's your hints. All right. Over to the NFL mock draft. I saw you guys had a little list there for a second. Y'all go over y'all's top 10 real quick, and then we're going to get started.
Hunter, right behind you.
Where's that? Yeah. Where's it at?
Right there. This was what we did last week.
Read out the top 10 real quick, and so we got to get going. We got 30 or 15 so picks we'll make.
Here we go. First one at 1. I can't remember who had the first pick. I think
it was Terry.
It was Terry. It was he had Bradley Chubb at Cleveland.
You don't know who? Bradley Chubb at 1. Terry had that pick. I didn't have to be here to know that.
Well, look, I would have picked Chubb too as well, if not a quarterback.
Really
it was either going to be him or Josh Allen.
All right, go ahead.
All right, 2. What's so funny is 1 and 2 is neither a quarterback. So 1 was Chubb, 2 is Saquon Barkley.
Worst mock draft ever.
3 to the Jets is Josh Rosen. 4 to Cleveland is Josh Allen. 5 to Denver is Quentin Nelson. 6, which is Indianapolis, Trumaine Edmonds. Yeah, that's that linebacker. Yeah. 7 to Tampa Bay was Calvin Ridley. 8 to Chicago was Derwin James. 9 to San Francisco, Isaiah Wynn. And 10 to Oakland, Roquan Smith. And what is so funny to me is none of those said Sam Darnold.
None of them.
None of them.
Make the top
None of them said Sam Darnold.
Y'all are awful. That was just terrible.
This is why we're not on television.
Chubb won, and no Darnold in the top.
No
10.
Darnold. Not even in the top 5. Not even top 5.
Y'all want me to post that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, when this draft comes up, if all 4 of them quarterbacks go in the top 10, there's a problem.
There's been a lot of there's been trades.
They will. There's such a demand for
them.
them.
There'll have to be a lot of trades for that to happen. Somebody needing a quarterback, that's the only way that can happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want you to take a picture of this and at Mel Kiper on Twitter.
Okay.
Listen,
and give his grade.
Let's not talk about Mel Kiper, because Mel Kiper said that if Jimmy Clausen wasn't in the league in 2018, he would retire, and Jimmy Clausen hasn't played in 3
fine.
years.
Send it to Todd McShay. I don't like either one of them. I don't care. They're just the names that I thought
of. Our mock drafting here sometimes comes right, because when I go all the way back to when Manziel come in, I told people then he would not be in the NFL for 5 years, and I was way ahead of that.
It's comeback season, baby.
You went so far hard out.
It's CFL
so far out
season.
on that limb.
Well, I mean,
Manziel might be throwing passes to Armani Edwards here in a few weeks. We don't know. I don't know.
Look,
in Montreal,
it's good for him if he can stay clean and have a comeback in Canada.
Because it ain't gonna happen here.
I mean, hey,
how Hunter feels about Johnny Manziel. All right, real quick, we actually are up against another break. What we need to do is repeat our question. We did have a caller that knew it, but he didn't want the tickets because he couldn't go tonight.
Well, he just wanted the satisfaction of knowing he was right.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
We still need hustling backwards, right? He said we still need a winner to give away 4 passes tonight to the Monster Truck Show at the Cleveland County Fair. It's a wonderful show. I take my kids out there last year, and I will be again tonight. You can ride they'll have a monster truck you can ride there. 4-wheelers, other things. Pretty cool experience out there. And it's going to be a pretty good big crowd. It was packed last year. Fun for all the kids. All right, Hunter, read the question one more time about we got a Rose Bowl trivia question for you.
Carson.
Okay.
Go ahead. You word it better.
Oh, well, where outside of Pasadena, the Rose Bowl has only been played outside of Pasadena once. Where was it?
Yeah, it's only been played outside of Pasadena one time. Where was it played?
And if nobody can get it, we're gonna take the passes up to West End Sales Day and let someone up there get it. So you better come get it.
Call in, people.
Call in, folks.
Call in.
704-435-2846. 704-435-2846. Where was the Rose Bowl played other than Pasadena? We'll be right back to start our mock draft in just a moment on KTC.
Get ready to march into camping season with amazing deals at Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain. They're so excited for spring. They're slashing prices on top brands of motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels, like the Forest River FR3, the Palomino Columbus, and Campers Inn RV exclusives like the Cruiser Embrace and Forest River Acadia. Don't miss out. These campers are moving fast. If you're excited for campfires, s'mores, and the great outdoors, visit Campers Inn RV, the RVer's trusted resource today. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, online at campersinn.com. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings. I want to invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live during the Big Open House celebration this Saturday, April 21st at West End Sales in Vail. We'll be there from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. We'll have free hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks from Dairy Queen. Plus, Santa's Sweet Treats will be there, along with Knob Creek ice cream. Plus face painting and all kinds of door prizes. West End Sales will have company representatives on site to answer any question you may have. And take 20% off all Echo products and get 10% off any part in stock. So plan now to be there for the fun. The Big Open House event this Saturday, April 21st, 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. at West End Sales, Highway 18 and 27 West intersection in Vail. When you shop our local advertisers, be sure to tell them you heard it on the radio. That way they'll know that their radio dollars they spend works for them and you too. Even in today's fast-moving world, radio remains the leading media to reach more people. 93% of Americans listen to AM/FM radio over the air. TV viewership is 89%, smartphone use is 83%, and personal computer use is 50%. So if you're a business owner, reach more people with the power of radio. If you don't tell it, you can't sell it. See the power of radio. WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherryville. Online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy is Moss Drug in Gastonia. Save with Health Mart brand. This month, buy one, get one free of Health Mart Allergy Relief 24-hour nasal spray, only $11.99. Also, children's 12-hour Allegra, $9.99. And Tums and Acid, 72-count bottle for $4.49. Moss Drug will bill Medicare, and they do immunizations. And they feature free delivery to your home or office. Moss Drug, 701 West, Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Caring for you and about you. Check out the monthly specials at the Cherryville Country Club, open to the public with no reservations required. It's prime rib the first Friday of each month, crab legs on the second Thursday and Friday of each month. It's steak and wine the third Thursday and Friday of each month, and fish camp night, fourth Thursday and Friday of each month. And don't forget about their Sunday buffet, 11 to 2, $16 for adults with discounts for kids. Plus, check out the Chicken on the Run bucket on Sundays. 8 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and rolls for $14.50. Cherryville Golf and Country Club, Roy Acre Road, Cherryville. When it comes to flooring, Gaston Floor Company in Gastonia is the place to go. They do it all, from hardwoods to laminates to refinishing to carpet and more. And they offer expert installation and competitive pricing. And now Gaston Floor Company has opened up a new showroom. You have a bigger selection of samples to choose from with name brands like Mohawk, Armstrong, Shaw, Bruce, and more. Take a step to a beautiful floor today by shopping the newly remodeled Gaston Floor Company, 914 Moose Street off East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Visit them online at GastonFloorCO.com or call 704-824-7577.
And good morning. Welcome back to Campers Inn Saturday Sports Talk with Breakfast by Mitchem's Kitchen. It's NFL draft time. So I'm going to take the first pick.
I need the first pick.
No,
Terry.
no, Terry.
We saw what
No,
y'all did.
Terry.
We saw what y'all did.
Let's let a genuine Browns fan.
We're gonna go for
A genuine Browns fan. Holy moly!
I mean, look at this thing. Look at this
Yeah, the
thing.
puppy pound.
You gotta put your hat on here.
Yeah.
And with the first pick in the NFL draft, the Cleveland
all
Browns
the heartache
select.
that us Browns fans have had over these years. We've had,
Tom, I hope you're watching, man. This is how come you're a Cleveland man. Look at Cat.
in the past, I got a trivia question.
You got tag still on the Joe Hayden.
Here's what the trivia question should have been. In the past 23 years, who's won the most Super Bowls? Panthers, Cowboys, or Browns?
Okay.
Since Carson and Hunter have been alive,
That's good.
who's won the most Super Bowls? Panthers, Browns, or Cowboys?
Okay, well, let's just make it another question. Since the Super Bowl has come in and named the same three teams, who has won none? They've never been to one.
Panthers have
Panthers have never won none.
They have been in one. Cowboys have been in one. The Browns have never seen one.
They've seen 50. They show them on every channel and across the world.
So, yeah, they've sat back and watched them on their couch.
For the past 25, 23 years, the Cowboys have been just as good as the Browns. It's all Jerry Jones, and that's the reason I'm wearing Brown stuff right now on this show.
Where'd you get that, Joe Hayden?
Where'd I get to Joe Hayden?
Yeah.
I was donated. It was donated to me.
That's what I like to hear.
So,
Hey, look really clean.
It was donated. It's a nice fit. Go Browns. Jerry, let's start with Jerry. He bought the team and fired Tom Landry. He fired Jimmy Johnson.
That was the worst mistake.
Fired Barry Switzer. He
I did not like Barry
hired Dave Campo. Hired
I need a pen.
Jason Garrett is still the coach after all these years. While Garrett has been there, they've cut Romo, Dez, and DeMarco Murray. Jerry cut Emmitt Smith in favor of Troy Hambrick, who weighed 240 pounds and couldn't outrun Terry. You remember him, don't you, Terry?
Oh.
You know you could outrun Troy Hambrick.
I could outrun him.
Golly.
He
had 1,000 yards that season. 997 yards, I think it was. You can light up Bob Hayes. Better hope he's in a wheelchair. The bullet. And now they cut Dez Bryant. Now, here's what's weird about it is $16 million was what they owed Dez, right? Yeah. By cutting him, they saved $8 million.
That's right.
Well, they went and signed Alan Hearns for $8 million. So they're technically playing Alan Hearns $16 million instead of Dez Bryant $16 million.
Well, you're paying Dez $8 million not to play for you,
and Alan $8 million still.
Yeah.
So it's the same money in Alan Hearns instead of Dez. So that's Cowboys right there, Terry.
That's on the Cowboys.
Jason Garrett, like he's.
Like, here's the deal, and if I was a coach, and I would do this now. If you're gonna, and I understand they're great athletes, and there's a lot of things that great athletes want, but when you are a cancer and you're walking over on the sidelines, consistently arguing about every call, every play, every pass that was not thrown to you, and then you leave that into a locker room. I mean, it's been to the point that Jason Witten has said something to Dez in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, calm down, young man. I mean, but now he will take up for him if he thinks he's right. But when you have a leader of your team having to talk to him, and that's where Dez never become a leader. People say, well, he's the top wide receiver we had. Yeah, he probably was.
But, who was his competition?
That's what I'm saying. He had nobody competing against him. And Dak Prescott, when he first come in, that's when Dallas was really good because we had thrown the ball to Beasley.
Yeah.
Witten, he had spread more. But then when all of a sudden Dak says, I've got to get him involved so I don't have to hear this beyond because I'm only in my second year. Yeah. This is the leader over here, and I'm getting tired of hearing from him, so I'm going to throw it in his direction every now and then. And you looked at how many interceptions he went from year 1 to year 2 trying to flip the ball over here to Dez. That should have never been happened.
You're right.
So to me, Dallas has done the right thing. And don't get me wrong, I like Tony Romo. I'm never ever going to say anything against that man because I think overall quality, Tony Romo probably could still outplay Dak at this point in time. But Dallas was looking future, you know. I mean, that's what they were doing. Tony Romo with the back.
You're looking future. And they're not trying to win championship this year.
Oh yeah,
you're saying it right now. You're not trying to win championship.
Oh yeah. You're
looking to the future. That's all this. We're always looking to the future. I used to tell Panther fans, you're always looking to the future. Well, what about now? What are the Rams doing right now?
They're good.
Yeah, they're very good.
What are they doing right now? They're signing people. Eagles just re-signed Foles just in case the Wentz don't play. I mean, the Giants, what if they sign Dez and draft Barkley? Are they trying to win now?
I think so.
They can't pick a quarterback at 2 with Eli on the team still.
They're going to.
That's why. That would be the waste of all time. Like, what's the point of having the quarterback there trying to win if you're going to take a backup who's not even going to touch the field? It'd be like in the NBA draft. That'd be like the Spurs saying, we're not going to take Duncan because we got Robinson. We're going to take a backup player.
Okay, then
for Robinson instead of the starter at power forward or something.
So we're thinking New England-wise then, were they going to keep Brady? But if you never bring somebody in to learn behind Brady, Garoppolo, here's the deal with that. No, here's the deal with what they were running into. Everybody wanted Garoppolo. Garoppolo knew he was a starter. Yeah. He knew that. And I need to be playing somewhere. And y'all never going to get rid of Brady. Which I understand that. He's the elite man of all time in the NFL quarterback. But if you're never going to give him an opportunity, then you need to get rid of him because he's going to help somebody else, and you're going to get something back for him.
Only way Giants take a quarterback at 2 is if they know this is Eli's last stand, or they just think they're going to give him one more year. If they've got him on their set time limit, they're saying, look, we're only going to give you this next year.
Why don't they cut him then?
Yeah. Well, New England knew they were setting pretty with Garoppolo back there because he could come in and take care of whatever. New England's in a dangerous spot right now because if Brady gets hurt, they're done.
Well, but what does it matter? What does it matter for them, though? And they're everybody saying, well, the Giants won't be in this position again. Well, yeah, they might. If you have Eli, he plays.
And they suck.
And then you're bad, and then you're tired of draft high again. It's not that hard. It's not. Well,
people have been tanking for years. Ask the 76ers how they do it. They just play bad.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1 pick. Write down, Terry. Josh Allen. Chris Carter is vehemently behind that Josh Allen will be the number 1 pick in this draft. He says the Browns love him. Everyone he tells him says the Browns. So Josh Allen, number 1.
That's a guy who hasn't thrown over 60% completion percentage in his football career.
That's what I'm saying.
But think about that.
And you're taking him as your best guy coming out of this.
But they made the same, like, I was listening to him the other day. They were like, well, yeah, but Brett Favre didn't either in college. He didn't throw over 60%. He actually threw just maybe sub over 50%.
Yeah, but he could, like, Josh Allen played a year at JUCO, then goes to
so did Cam Newton.
Yeah, well, Cam Newton. Look at his JUCO stats. They won a national championship with Cam, and he put a
and look at Cam Newton also. His defense led him or not him.
Yeah.
Here's the things about Allen. Physically, from every single scout, they say he's a stud, and you don't get these players every year. This is why I haven't even seen none of them really play that much. Like I said, I really don't watch college football that much. So going back and looking at some of the YouTube highlights, some of the tapes and stuff.
Well, they don't really just show a Wyoming game.
Right, that too. So just watching Allen throw the ball, it comes out of his hand in a way that the coaches aren't going to have to do too much other than, I think he's been firing it. You know, you see how Cam fires it.
Yeah.
It blows by people. And there's 2 different quarterbacks. He's going to be one of those quarterbacks that throws to the receivers that are open instead of a Drew Brees that throws people open. Yeah. Romo throws people open like Dez. Dak's the opposite. He wants somebody open to throw it to. If you work the offense around, I think it'll be fine. Just watching it, man, I'm serious. I haven't seen the ball come out of somebody's hand like that in a long time. I mean, it's like he's throwing darts. You know how darts.
They did, sports science. They've had that show for a long time. Well, they don't have sports science anymore, but they have a show with Trent Dilfer now because they came on Colin Cowherd's show and we're talking about it. And they basically, it's like a whole segment where they get to spend, instead of 30 seconds with a prospect, a good 2 to 3 minutes on a prospect. And they were doing the quarterbacks, and they said Josh Allen's got the fastest release. And it comes out, he's got the fastest velocity behind the ball, too. I think they said he can hit just like even when he lobs it.
They do have Tyrod Taylor. He has all the time. He's got 2 years probably, I would say, that before they even have to put him on the field. I mean, the way Chris Carter talks about it, he says people know that's the pick. All right, Terry, you got who you want the number 2 pick? We got to get going.
Yeah, well, the reason I was looking at because last week when we did this, I did take Josh Allen, but I took him 4th.
He was 4th. Yeah, he was for the Browns. So.
Yeah, you just flipped one.
I think they've got to go to the quarterback 1 and then see what everybody else does at that point. Because let's say if whatever they do at 1. The Giants are sitting at 2, and there's going to be somebody that's going to call them wanting whatever quarterbacks are left.
Yeah.
So the Giants are either going to. I think that Gilman. Just knowing him, I think he's either moving back or taking Chubb or Barkley.
Here's the deal.
But who wants the Giants pick? Who wants the 2 pick? Then we'll get in a rotation.
Let's go this way. Let's just
go
this way.
You go too.
Now that Eli's going to stay and you've took a quarterback, if I'm the Giants, I'm saying, okay, now you just left me 2 guys to pick from, and I'm looking at them, and they need a running back, so I'm taking Barkley.
All right, so Terry goes Barkley. Carson, with the 3rd pick in the NFL draft, that puts up the New York Jets looking for a quarterback. Who you got?
Well, I mean, you've still got you got Mayfield, you've got
Darnold and
Rosen. Out of those 3, if it were me, I would probably go Rosen, but I feel like the Jets are gonna. I feel like they would pick Darnold. To be honest,
I see Darnold in the Jets uniform with that hair.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter.
That's another California quarterback.
We're going to skip Hunter for me. I'm going to go back to Cleveland for me. So now I'm sitting in this spot. You get to 5 pick.
That's fine.
I'm sitting in this spot thinking about you guys have picked Barkley and who?
Darnold.
I'd like to trade back, but more than likely we'll go Chubb here. So just put Chubb down there.
So all we done was switch from what I had last week.
Right. Absolutely. 5. They've come out and said that the number 5 spot is up for sale. Yeah. It is available.
They've got their quarterback.
They've got their quarterback in Case Keenum. So if they do not trade it away, I have them going Quentin Nelson. Something on that offensive line. Guard out of
and this is going
Notre
where?
Dame.
6 picks.
Denver.
Denver. 6 pick in the NFL draft is the Indianapolis Colts. That will be Terry's pick.
Indianapolis. And we
got rid of the best lineman, the best defensive lineman, and the best running back. You've got Denzel Ward corner, Tremaine Edmonds at linebacker, Josh Rosen. You got quarterbacks. You got Roquan Smith of linebacker Georgia.
Ooh, I see you, Terry.
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield to the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh boy.
They need somebody. I mean, you don't have a steady guy there.
This is where we got crazy.
Oh boy.
That just blew it out of proportion.
Oh boy.
That's
so you think?
Take.
I don't think Luck's playing.
I don't need him.
I think they've messed something up bad, and honestly,
and this is a terrible thing to say if you consider that Indianapolis was a Peyton Manning thing, and then you go to Luck, who's a mediocre in between, and now you're going to have to go to a Mayfield to make people get excited about coming back to Indianapolis.
I think Indianapolis' problem is top down. It's Irsay. It starts at the top.
Oh, it does.
It is.
It does.
If you were the Browns, would you make an offer for Luck on that 4th pick?
Can he play?
It doesn't matter though right now. If you pick Josh Allen, you got Tyrod Taylor, and then offer the 4 pick for Luck.
I'd do it.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about that.
You could get literally nothing back for it.
I don't know. So all right. So the 7th pick of the draft, Carson Doctor, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go with Derwin James.
Yeah, that's whose Bleacher Report has safety Florida State.
Yeah.
Staying in Florida.
I always, if you've got a top 10 pick and you can't get if you got a choice
at a certain point, yeah, you got to take the best player available.
That and I'm partial to safeties. And Ed Reed, a Darren Woodson, those guys make such a difference as the quarterback of the defensive backfield. If they can cover and make plays. Troy Polamalu, I mean, if you get a top 10 safety, I think that's a good spot if you need one to take one. I like that pick. With the 8th pick, Chicago Bears.
Calvin Ridley. if he stays and no one in front of him takes him, give Trubisky an actual weapon on the outside to throw to. Because who's there running? Who are their wide receivers?
They picked Kevin White last year.
Yeah, and he's just an injury prone.
Out of West Virginia, and I mean, if you look at that dude though, like just off the eye test, I mean, he looks like an athlete. Like,
yeah, if he can, and that's the same thing. If he can stay healthy, that's why I would say take Ridley.
But that's what I'm saying too. Like,
absolutely,
I think Ridley and White, they would complement each other well.
Yeah,
honestly.
Bleacher Report has them picking cornerback Denzel. No, you just picked Denzel. No, you.
I picked Derwin James.
They thought picking a cornerback. So Hunter's going wide receiver all the way up to 8 for the Chicago Bears.
I just think, they think they have their franchise quarterback. Give him a weapon. Their defense is actually good. I know they got rid of Fuller, but I mean, other than that, they've got a pretty good defense.
They do. And see, last week I think I took Ridley to go one step above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think Ridley's going to go that high?
I do. I think he's going to help somebody.
Not a lot of great wide receivers.
Yeah, this is not wide receiver heavy class, so it's
all right, well, that's the top 8. From here, it's just getting kind of crazy thinking about what might happen, trades and whatnot. Let's real quick, while we got time, let's focus on each one of our teams, what you think they're going to do in your draft. Washington will be sitting there at 13.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking about the Redskins, Hunter?
I think we need to go defense. And we got a good defensive line. Secondary's not awful, so we got to go linebacker. I'm thinking we got to get someone like maybe a good inside linebacker that reads the plays. So I don't know if Roquan Smith falls outside of the top.
That's who you're pulling for.
That's who I'm pulling for because I think he's the best. I think he's the best linebacker in this outside of maybe Edmonds from Virginia Tech.
I like him because to me, he's consistent. He's going to give you his base play, every play, without, all of a sudden having one great play and then fall off for 2 or 3.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, any linebacker, for real, any linebacker. Mm-hmm. But I would like Roquan Smith.
A couple of notables coming up in the next few picks in the draft. It's got the Ravens at 16 picking that Calvin Ridley you guys were talking about there. So you guys were high on him. Bleacher Report not so high on wide receivers. That's just the highest receiver they got at all. I think I saw McShay say there's only 2 receivers that are first 3 rounds worthy, really.
Who was the guy from Baylor? Was he one of them? There was a wide receiver from Baylor that when I saw them playing, I can't think of his name, but he was pretty, the couple games I saw them play.
Cannon?
Oh, no, he's not on this
KD Cannon?
list.
Might have been. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's one wide receiver from them that was pretty elite both times that I saw them
Carson,
play.
the Rams have a first-round pick?
No, that's who they traded for Brandon Cooks.
Okay. I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. I don't see the Rams on here. So they picked Brandon Cooks in the first round this year.
Yeah, but they still have 8 picks overall. That's the thing.
Where are their picks? So how many second and thirds they have? Do you know?
I don't know about second and third. I know we have probably. I want to think. We've traded some of them away, but at one point we had 6 sixth-round picks.
I mean, that's really the important thing. Those first 3 rounds, you got to get starters.
Yeah, and that's really what the Rams don't need at this point. Like, they've got a decent amount. Like, they
got a core.
They've done a lot.
Starters.
I was about to say.
It's at a point where like they've made enough plays in free agency and made enough trades, and
you know what way down Super Bowl?
Rounding out.
I got it, Terry. They need to trade Goff for a couple picks and sign Romo.
I'm gonna tell you what scares me.
No.
Go ahead.
But this is what
take but you won't take Tony Romo.
Yeah. He'll get hurt in practice because Sue will drive him to the ground and break his collarbone for the 6th time.
All right, Terry, let's hear your hot take. And here's my hot take.
Here's my deal with the Rams of what they're doing. Last time I saw somebody do that, it was the Oakland Raiders, and they ended up being terrible.
I was about to say, I bet Terry don't even pick the Rams to make the playoffs.
The last time I saw them making a bunch of trades without going through a draft, they become terrible because they wanted every elite player at every position. Like, that's really going to help them, and it did not. They could not all play together because everybody wanted to be the star.
I saw an analyst the other day. This was my quick hot take on that. I saw an analyst going with the Rams. They said they would take Darnold over Jared Goff. I said, you know what? He's not even played an NFL game, and that is blasphemous. That's blasphemous.
All right, 15th, they've got Lamar Jackson going to Arizona.
Arizona still needs.
Do y'all think Arizona
they have
goes after a quarterback?
I don't think they stretch for Lamar Jackson
at 15.
Like that's.
I think they trade if they want to get a quarterback. They trade up because Denver just announced that pick is up for sale. So if Arizona, I don't know what they can make a trade up. Give Baker Mayfield.
What about?
You know what's funny though? Look in this, we didn't even put Josh Rosen here, so he could still be available.
Well, that's honestly that's if he goes somewhere, I think like you were talking about, I think the Patriots, if the Patriots are going to make a move on a quarterback, I think it would be Josh Rosen.
Oh yeah, they'd make
because
a move on Josh
he's
Rosen.
just such a smart.
They would probably trade with Denver, but I don't know what they would get to give.
Rosen's going to go in the top 8, so we've got somebody or 2 people in that top 8 that aren't going to be there. I would guess Baker Mayfield, Terry.
We're also not. we're also not predicting trades.
Well, that's what I was getting at. Somebody's going to trade in there to get Rosen, I think. Real quick, Dallas is at 19, Terry. What do you think the boys are going to look for in this draft in the first round?
You got to have a wide receiver, but they got on here a linebacker. I mean,
they just signed. I just told you they signed their wide receiver.
Not that
much. They spent the dead. They just spent Dez's money on Allen Hurns.
But you're still available to get another one if he's okay. And like I said,
Beasley and Ryan Switzer and Dak Prescott.
Oh my God.
What you need? What you need all them for, Terry? What you need more receivers for? You just cut one.
No, yeah, we did.
Well, you know good and well Sean Lee really ain't the greatest thing out there, so a linebacker would help.
If he's not number 1 linebacker in the NFL, he's number 2. We'll put it like
he's number 2 as long as Luke Kuechly's healthy.
I agree.
But if Kuechly's got a little bit of stinging in the head, it's Sean Lee.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the number 1 linebacker. I'm gonna stop.
I like those. Well, I'm gonna tell you, those 2 linebackers right there.
Who's the number 1 linebacker in the league then? If it's not,
we'll talk about it during the break. I'll explain it to you during the break.
Right.
But it's not Kuechly. It's not Sean Lee. But those 2 are very, 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 very good.
But probably number 1 and number 2.
They might be 3, 4, and 5 or something like that, but they're not 1 and 2. Stop. I'll explain to you during the break. All right, let's see. So, what are you thinking they go?
I still say he's not having a receiver, and I still think that I don't know the guy, and he might be candidate.
If they don't go receiver, where else, Terry? Give me 2 spots. Because at 19, it's kind of.
Did they ever pick Jason Witten's replacement? Does it?
Not yet. He's still got another 2 or 3 years.
Oh no!
You said that 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. He's still consistent.
I'll tell you
about a tight end.
I know who Jason Garrett's replacement is. It's gonna be Tony Romo. Romo and Witten. There you go, Terry. Cleveland. Let's say it said projected trades. Panthers. Where are they going in this first round, guys? What are they going to do?
It shows them getting a guard.
Let's go over what they've lost this year. All pro left guard. They're
number 2 corner.
Number 2 corner.
Linebacker for the first 4 games. Then after this season, he's done.
The other linebacker has concussion problems.
Mm-hmm.
Receivers. They need receivers.
I feel like we say that every year, though.
Yeah,
why are they not kicking the tires on Des Bryant? Give me the reasons. I want to know why we're not.
Because they don't want him and Cam Newton in the same locker room. Think about it.
Yeah, Josh Norman and Cam Newton in the same locker room.
Yeah, they still got to fight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
he went to the Super Bowl that year. Why don't you get in a fight more often than
Cam? Because Des can't play shutdown corner. That's why they made that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and
they got shut down corner down there in New Orleans. But they really don't want to put Des on him.
But seriously, like. You always talk every time we talk about the Panthers. Well, Cam ain't got no help. Well, Cam ain't. And they draft second round receivers, and they draft a running back at 8. That's a slot receiver.
And it's funny because think about it. They draft these receivers, and really, none of them are that great. The only one that's been good right now is Funches because even Kelvin Benjamin was injury prone. And Kelvin Benjamin up at Buffalo has not produced.
Kelvin Benjamin is the president of the I'm Tall and That's All club.
Are they scared that if they get a good receiver and they don't connect that hey, maybe we might have to get rid of the quarterback?
I think that's been the problem.
No, they've already shown that they'll get rid of wide receiver how they did Steve Smith.
Well, they got him Steve said, I run short routes and Cam can't complete them. That's what he said.
And that's what Dez is going to run. You're not going Dez deep.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I thought Dez would be a good fit in Washington. Any quarterback that's got a good, they can toss it up with accuracy in the corner. Because that's what Dez does. He's a jump ball artist in the end zone. Yeah. You can hit him on slants and a couple comebacks here and there.
If he wants to come to Washington, come to Washington. We play Dallas 2 times a year.
Dez would fit good in either Washington, the Giants, or Eagles.
Yeah, he would.
The Saints have talked about him too. Think about him down there.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees throwing to Dez.
Yeah.
Romo's percentage to Dez is 64%. Dax is 52% to Dez. 12% less. What if Drew Brees was throwing to Dez?
It'd be 70%
around the end zone. He can work Michael Thomas in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And Dez can just sit on the sideline and eat hot dogs so they get down to the 20 if they really want to.
And see, I think they're in the market for a receiver because Willie Snead signed with Baltimore. And I think they said New Orleans has got 5 days to match it.
Does Baltimore pick Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield at 16?
Mayfield's already gone.
I mean, they won't sign at 16.
How long are you married to Joe Flacco?
I mean, they signed RG3 as a backup, so I mean, they would have essentially another RG3, maybe not as injury prone in Lamar Jackson. So
not injury prone yet.
Why do we do that? Why do we do that as NFL teams? You got Flacco and you got RG3 as your backup. That's two totally different.
I know.
Quarterbacks.
We talk about this all the time. It don't make sense.
Carolina's the same way.
Yep, with them.
RG3 should be backing up Tyrod Taylor or something.
Yeah, I mean, makes no sense.
Hey,
I've never understood why Derek Anderson is Cam Newton's backup. When our money was there, he would have been a lot better.
I just think it's a safety procedure. You know,
that's what's so funny to think about. Last person to win a game for the Browns was RG3, quarterback.
You guys got the most wins for the Browns in the last 2, 3, 4 years?
Johnny Manziel.
Yep. Johnny Manziel, what's up, Steve? I'm glad you're in there. I ain't got to keep running back and forth. JP, we had to send him out to county. We kicked him out to county. Steve, it's time for a break. You want to hit that button for me on KTCBroadcasting.com? There you go.
Get ready to march into camping season with amazing deals at Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain. They're so excited for spring, they're slashing prices on top brands of motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels, like the Forest River FR3, the Palomino Columbus, and Campers Inn RV exclusives like the Cruiser Embrace and Forest River Acadia. Don't miss out. These campers are moving fast. If you're excited for campfires, s'mores, and the great outdoors, visit Campers Inn RV, the RVer's trusted resource today. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, online at campersinn.com.
Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln will brighten your smiles with professional cosmetic dentistry and smile enhancement procedures for everyone. Even Duke fans will smile at the work of this Tar Heel. The office of Dr. John L. Cloninger III is located at 904 Doncha Drive. For an appointment, call 704-735-0765. That's 704-735-0765. And John III says best wishes to all high school athletes.
Maybe a punctuation mark on a career night.
From auto to home to business to life insurance, your hometown agent is Rocky Bennett at Bennett Insurance Group. Rocky has been serving this area for over 33 years, offering you the best in coverage with Erie Insurance. No matter your claim, Rocky will work side by side with you for your best coverage. See Rocky Bennett today at Bennett Insurance Group, 116 West Main Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0270 for Bennett Insurance in Cherryville.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 with Brothers Osborne, who are about to hit the road with Dierks Bentley.
It will be impossible to not have fun on that tour. It's going to be nothing but belly laughs the whole time and maybe a few drinks here and there.
That's Brothers Osborne this week on Country Countdown USA.
Country Countdown USA with Lon Helton, Wednesday afternoons at 1 o'clock on Carolina Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Kenya McClooney of Shelby High School is this month's McDonald's WOHS What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete of the Month. Kenya is the daughter of Donnell McClooney and Tanya Thompson. Kenya plays basketball for the Lady Golden Lions and has a grade point average of 4.2. Her advanced courses include anatomy and physiology, medical terminology, English with honors, and civics and economics. Her extracurricular activities include the Beta Club, the National Honor Society, the Interact Club, Relay for Life, the CTE National Honor Society, the Environmental Club, and Junior Civitans. She's a member of the Faith Harvest Church. Her community activities include volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club, the BICOM Restoration, and Learning Academy. Kenya plans to attend a 4-year university and major in nursing and hopefully becoming a nurse practitioner. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete Award is to recognize a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also for overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
Is the cost of ink driving your profits down? Then listen up. Discount Ink Jet and Toner is here to help. Discount Ink Jet and Toner specializes in refilling ink jet and toner cartridges. Cut your ink costs by as much as 50% or more. Discount Ink Jet and Toner, located on 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Cherryville Ironman Sports right here on Big O Country, WCSL 1590 AM, Cherryville, Gastonia. Online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
We'll start the weekend with high pressure and control, and it should leave us with sunny to most.
Now we're back, right, Steve? Now, welcome back to KTC Broadcasting Campers Inn, Saturday Sports Talk. We got to finish up our show today. We got a little bit long-winded there in that segment, but we've got a little bit NBA to cover before the show is over. So we got to talk about, last hour of the show is turned into the Cleveland show. How about them Cavaliers?
My name is They're down. I was about to say my name is William Brown.
That's a funny show. LeBron's down 2-1. Terry, is he done? Are the Pacers moving on? Are they going to win?
I told you Indiana would knock them off.
So you got it? Pacers going to win it?
Indiana, that was the worst team they could have been matched up with in round one.
LeBron doesn't want Lance Stevenson, and they don't have anybody in guard Oladipo.
Did you see him just chuck Lance Stevenson to the ground the other night?
They didn't call anything, did they?
Then Nate McMillan fell like right after Lance Stevenson fell.
But they're down 2-1 in the series now. We'll pull up the rest of the.
You are asking a lot out of one team. The game that Cleveland won, he had to score 46.
And they only won by 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You are asking so much, and because every other position on that court, Cleveland is overmatched.
Yeah.
But Terry, let's say, and we always get in this. I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but anyway, I shouldn't even bring it up.
Because you're talking to me, I understand.
But we always talk how LeBron's so passive, and first game he shot 16 shots. Okay, if you have nobody else in your team, you have to shoot more than 16 shots. I said it when I came in. Jordan shot 35 times in Game 6 of the final, his last game in the finals. 35. He knew he had to be the scorer. LeBron at this point has to look around and say, "I have to be the scorer." You have to understand if he's that smart. If he's
everything.
No, he doesn't. You know why? Because he wants to do everything. If you watch a game, the game he shot 16 shots, he still got a triple-double. But he didn't have to. LeBron is a stat chaser. You think Russell Westbrook's a stat chaser? Watch LeBron. Watch him during rebounds and assists and stuff.
Watch him when he's on the bench. He's always got that paper in front of him.
He makes a pass. He makes passes across half court so many times and he's got the ball being guarded by someone who ain't even a starter. And he'll throw a cross court to a Rodney Hood in the corner or something for an open shot when you're like, man, you can't say I'm the GOAT and I got to win to get all these games, but you get a triple-double with 16 points, and that's more important. I got the triple-double is what it seems like to me when he needs to score 45. So, guess what? Go score 45 and quit whining about your assist. Go score 45.
That's what he's got to do.
I mean, if it was Michael, would anybody say, well, Michael's got to get 40 to win? Should we worry about it? Michael would do what?
Yeah, Michael would be simple saying, I know what I got to do and I'll do.
Then Bill Winnington and everyone else has to worry about themselves. So LeBron needs to quit worrying about what Rodney Hood's doing and all these other guys are doing and worry. If he would worry, he's so big and he's so good. If he would worry about him as far as scoring, I think, in this situation, he don't have the Kyrie or the and Love's hurt. He's got to understand, I think. He's got to take over. He's not going to. You guys are right. He's got to do everything. And I think if he would cut back on his assist and score more. What did he score? The first 16 points last night? And then the rest of the... They only got 90. They got beat. They scored 80 and 90.
And they're not even pretty good on defense.
Well, I mean, the first thing he's saying is the rest of these guys, the first time they've been to the playoffs. Okay, well, I'm tired of hearing that. I don't, that's what I'm saying. I understand, but I don't want to hear it. Y'all the ones that did all these trades and think y'all had got better. Yeah, y'all thought y'all had got better.
That was awful. Where's Chloe? That was awful.
Terry, what about Celtics?
I mean, you're going to lose one or two. And you should have known Milwaukee had to win that game. If they go down 3-0, they are done.
Yeah, they looked
Boston will bounce back. Next game they play, Boston will go up 3-1.
But Terry.
And then we'll close it out in game 5.
Terry, Milwaukee.
Y'all going 4-1 on the Bucks? You calling 4-1?
Who is Milwaukee?
Well, I mean.
All right, Eric Bledsoe.
No. Well, Eric Bledsoe. What I tell you a couple of weeks ago when we was talking about him, I said, who is Bledsoe?
He said the same thing about Rose.
I mean, Rozier has ate him alive. Last night, Bledsoe come to play. Okay, I'm proud for you, buddy. Let's do it again.
You know who else came to play last night?
I
mean, comes to play every night. Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis plays every day. Yeah. He's consistent.
It's a shame that roster is that talented, and they struggle like they do.
Every team that loses to Boston should be ashamed of themselves. This is a team that's playing without two really good starters.
They're two best players.
Yeah.
Easily their two best
Right.
players.
You know, and then they're talking about them now and getting Kawhi. That's even more talk about him coming to Boston to be with those guys. But now Boston's going to have to give up a lot to do that for him to come. But, you know.
Well, how about this? We've been talking about the East real quick. Think about it, Terry. Me and you had this hot take last week, and it's coming true. How about them Pelicans?
Yeah.
Those Pelicans look real good right
real
now.
good.
They look real. Anthony Davis.
They're going to get swept in the next round.
Wait a minute. You live in the now for a second, okay? Hold up.
If Steph Curry comes back, they're getting swept.
No, but they said Steph Curry might miss the second round,
They
too.
don't need him.
If Steph don't play, the Pelicans will give him a run because they can't. Draymond can't go. You're
a cold drink, get you a funnel cake, get you some ice cream, buy you a lawnmower, buy you a tractor, buy you a motorcycle, anything you need.
All right, yeah, you heard that. Buy you a lawnmower, buy you
ice cream.
Go. That's fine.
That's all right.
Steve, I think you put them in our ear for a minute, didn't you? That's all right. It might have been just in our ear, Calvin and them and the gang out at
Wouldn't
West
be
End
live
Sales.
radio, you know.
They're
This is live
they're out at
radio,
West
people.
End
This
Sales
is live
today,
radio.
Slinging some lawnmowers and hot dogs today. Check them out today. Let's real quick. Got to wrap all this up. Philadelphia is going to move on. You think? Everyone, yes.
Yes.
All right.
yeah.
Portland
Yes.
is falling to New Orleans. Houston going to move on easily. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What about OKC, Utah?
I like Utah.
I got
I like
Oklahoma.
Utah.
I just think they're too
If
strong.
it goes 7, I like
I
Utah.
think it's going to go 7, honestly, but I think OKC. I think Carmelo will have one game, and that's all they need Carmelo to have is one game.
All right, some news and notes I had from the week. Hornets coaching situation. That we're going to figure that out, I guess, soon, maybe.
Is it going to be one of Jordan's friends?
I actually like Stackhouse. He's very intelligent.
Well, they were talking about him or the guy who's taking over for Pop tonight. That's Torrey Messina.
The Knicks have interviewed Stackhouse and Kenny Smith.
Smith, yeah.
But they also said the Knicks honor came out last night and said Porzingis might be out next year, too. The whole next year. I would not take that job.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
You're Kenny
no.
Smith. You get to sit
Can't,
around
no.
with your friends. Would you rather do that or go be the coach of
You
the
think
Knicks?
him and Charles is friends?
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I really
yeah.
do.
They're best of friends.
Charles is good. Actually, I mean, he's a really good.
I
good
like
guy.
Charles. I like
they all
Charles.
like him. I had a note on my hero. We haven't seen someone hit broken bat home runs like Bryce Harper did since the '98 season. Just gonna give you guys some
Where
heads
it
up
broke,
on that.
too. That was
Tony
was something.
Stewart settled this week on the wrongful death with Kevin Ward. They basically said that they thought that if they was sued and they had to pay anything, it would be pretty much about the same as with the legal fees that they've paid already. So that was their excuse for the settlement. Don't know. You had to get into that. NASCAR at Bristol, Kyle Busch won, right?
Sure did.
Won again.
Back to back.
And I'll admit, Terry, sitting in my office Monday afternoon, I was screaming, cussing at Kyle Busch. And you know exactly why I was screaming, cussing Kyle Busch. Because he can't pass a single soul without wrecking them first.
That's what he's
Or
supposed to do at
bumping
Bristol.
first. That's why you're an Earnhardt fan, and
That's
that's,
what
why you're a
he's
Kyle
supposed to
Busch
do.
fan.
Yeah.
They've never passed anybody. I watched it.
Get out of the way.
There
I'm
was an
coming
old
through.
race the other day. Earnhardt hit 2 people.
Otis.
And there he goes.
Otis and Barney, get out of the way.
Dale's a great driver. He wrecked 2 people. The Panthers for sale. They still ain't figured that out. Still working on that. Let's see.
Better figure something out. Draft's right around the corner.
A note I didn't mention today on the drafts and stuff. The defenses we talked last year, all 12 of the top 12 defenses made the playoffs last year. Also, the top 10 rushing offenses made it last year. So we're going to spend 7 months talking about quarterbacks when the top 10 rushing offenses and the top 10
And guess
defenses
who's
all
back?
made the playoffs.
Elliott.
Well, yeah, but
We've had
the
enough
whole
of that.
year.
We've had enough of that.
Terry, but you have no defense anymore.
No
But
defense.
we are one of the top rushing offenses in the NFL.
All right, we got high school baseball coming up this week on KTC. Tune in Friday night for that. We've got Cherryville, Lincoln County, and Cleveland County baseball. Actually, Cleveland County will be up at Maiden. No, that's Lincoln County. Cleveland County, I think, will be at Kings Mountain this Friday night, and I can't.
Maiden.
And Cherryville may be at home against Bessemer. If I'm
big town.
Correct on that. Trying to find if I had any other news and notes. Hey, NFL, real quick, if you have a football helmet, they came out with their lab testing results this year. They've got just go on NFL.com on their website. They've got a chart that shows the brands of helmets which perform the best. Of course, none of them keep concussions out. Let's see. This year, the Eagles have made 2 trades this offseason. Both guys they have now both been arrested before they've played a single down.
I hate that.
Daryl Worley and Michael Bennett. Terry hates that. Cowboys this year, Terry. How much you think they're paying Dez and Romo combined not to play this year?
Not off the top of my head, I'm going to say 20-some million probably.
$16.9 million.
16, okay.
Not to play.
That's fine.
Dead money.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Like, why couldn't they just be on the roster?
Do nothing.
Like, what if they were on the roster and playing it? And Dak was a backup.
And here's the worst part about it. If I had to take one of them back, I'd take Tony.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I mean, I'm just saying that's $17 million. Actually, Dallas has what was it, $26 million, I think, in dead money.
Think about it. Tony Romo's got it made. He's getting paid, of course, to call the games, and he's getting paid by Dallas to call games.
He's our backup.
26. He probably is. If they were going to make the playoffs and he got hurt, they might call him. Who is the official backup right now? Do you know?
Whedon.
Yeah. Well, no, wasn't it Cooper?
I thought it was Kellen Moore.
I don't know.
Ain't that? I think it's Cooper.
All right.
We'll never know. It's not that important.
You guys got anything else to say? I had a good time Wednesday night at the ACC Barnstorming, folks. Check that out on Facebook and Twitter. I did not have a winner for the monster truck. The guy who won didn't want the tickets, so I'm going to have 4 free passes we're going to give away at the truck tonight. I might give it away to somebody at the gate. So thanks for everybody for listening and watching today on YouTube, WLON 1050 AM. Watched Wednesday. Andy Foster, Rob and Hannah Roop, Hunter and Carson here with the help. As always, the Sumners down there, Pet and Mike. Anybody else? We saw Phil Ford, a couple other celebrities. I about stepped on Phil Ford before the game. Walked in the gym and he was sitting on the edge there, Terry, and his feet was out, and he was the only person in the gym. And I just walked around the corner, about tripped all over him, and I looked back and I just saw the corner. I was like, "Oh crap! I just about kicked Phil Ford."
He was part of that 4 corner stuff. Nobody never looks in the corners.
He was.
Nobody never looks in the corners.
Ford was sitting in the corner. All right, guys, that's it. I've got all kinds of things to do today. We'll see you guys next week on Saturday. Campers In, Saturday Sports Talk. Well, I guess I can't sign off. Steve went out of there, so I'm going to talk till Steve gets back. You got anything else to say? Steve went out the hall for a second.
Well, I mean, if we've got time to spare.
That's funny. Terry's going to go find it. I think he's just getting the stations and everything switched over. Yeah, high school baseball Friday night. We've got NASCAR racing today. Atlanta Braves baseball, of course, always during the week. A lot better when they're playing good as far as radio goes. We like when our listeners give us calls and say hello and talk to us about all that. Follow us on Twitter at KTC Broadcasting, hashtag KTC Scores. Also, like I said, we've got tons of Facebook pictures that Hunter took the other night, about 250 to 60 of them. We've got the video up on the website as well, and all that was had a great time the other night. Mm-hmm. Coming up this fall, don't forget high school football on KTCBroadcasting.com, Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland County. We've got American Legion coming up this summer with the Lincoln Cardinals, the Cherryville Post 100, and Shelby Post A2, along with American Legion World Series coverage. Well, guys, got to get you guys signed up for days on that as well. You did not get to do it again last year. You got rained out last year, didn't you, Carson?
I was sad about it, man.
I
was looking forward to it.
We'll get you, make sure you get to do it again. Has he really?
Dang it!
I swear.
April Fools!
He's down there. I guess he cut him down the hall. We're sitting here talking.
I know.
April Fools!